sound the Yaller horn. Please welcome the 31st Adjutant General of the Minnesota National Guard, Major General John Jensen.
So I am here in Minnesota, outside U.S. Bank Stadium. That's my buddy Charles in the background there. We are here before the game today against the Minnesota Vikings, against the Detroit Lions. We're 1-3. They are 0-4. We need this win. And amongst people here in Minnesota right before this game, you would think there'd be snow. You would think it'd be cold, but for the last 2 weeks, it's been 80 degrees and hot. I've been able to come to Minnesota, cruise around with so many great people. We have, including Robbie Robinson. I want to thank him for everything that he's been doing for Frankie Valli and what he does for the 4 seasons. He's our musical director for Reach Out with Ray and Steve. And we're going to try to show a picture of Robbie. And there we go. There's Robbie and I cruising around before he played at Mystic Lake a couple of weeks ago, and a great time. But we're here at U.S. Bank Stadium right here in Minnesota. That's me before last week's game, during last week's game. I want to thank everybody for putting this together. But actually, if you don't know who I am, I'm a psychologist from New York, and I have a program called Chapters Community Support Services, and that program is a nonprofit program that gives back, bridges the gap between families in need and individuals in need that are going through adversity or going through a transition in life. So what we do, we provide supportive services that support, empower, and assist young people that are in need. They could be on the spectrum. They could be recipients of bullying. They could be victims of bullying, or people that are struggling in their life. But we have a team of people. We have a Chapters network that we have over 20 shows right now. And currently, those shows are being broadcasted virtually around the world. We're based out of New York, and we have great shows from Monday through Sunday, each and every day. And actually, it's Sunday here. If you're just tuning in, I know it's a Sunday morning. You might be in church. You might be in temple. You might be watching the Jet game. But we're here outside of U.S. Bank Stadium, here live right before the Vikings-Lions game here. I spent the last couple of weeks here in Minnesota. The first game we saw was the Seattle Seahawks, and the Vikings won. The second game we saw the Cleveland Browns, and the Vikings lost. So today they play the Detroit Lions, and we are hoping for a win tonight in Minnesota, because we definitely need a win. And this is me right before the game, getting ready with my guy. He's going to kick today's winning field goal, so you want to check that out. But we're here. Our live show is here, and we are filming live here from U.S. Bank Stadium, live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're going to have some live fans here in a few minutes. We want to check out why, Steve, are you a Vikings fan? So that's a good question, Steve, since I'm just talking to myself. So in second grade, I was a big Fran Tarkenton fan. I just did my first book report on Fran Tarkenton. Okay, I got an A in it. I got an A. All my buddies got a B's. What happened was Fran Tarkenton then got traded to the Minnesota Vikings. So when that happened, I was devastated. So my friend said, Steve, what are you going to do now? Are you going to stay a Giants fan, or are you going to follow your Vikings Fran Tarkenton guy to Minnesota and be a Vikings fan. So right then there, I was put on the spot by my friend Doug. So Doug, if you're out there, I said I'm going to be a Vikings fan. So from that day on, I was a Minnesota Vikings fan. And shortly after he was traded to the ended, the Vikings lost 30-14. But I thought as a youngster that we would go to the Super Bowl each and every week and each and every year, and that never really happened. So 50 years later, basically, I'm a Vikings fan. So I come here today going to film a documentary. I met some new friends here. Here's some of my friends there. We're playing the Lions today. There's the Lions. There's me and Robbie Robinson from the other night. And I'm going to just flash some pictures up so we have them up on the screen. And again, I want to share a little bit. This is from the other night when Frankie Valli was at the Mystic Lake in Minneapolis there, Frankie Valli. That is Ricky Peterson, who we did an interview with in Minneapolis, right side of Paisley Park. Great guy, and I'm going to share a little bit about that. This is me before last week's Viking game. Skull Vikings. There's some other people that I met along the way that are Viking fans, and we'll pop them up on the screen. But we're here live at US Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis right before the Vikings game against the Detroit Lions. There we go there. And I actually met, believe it or not, I met Paul Allen, who's the voice of the Vikings. And I think we have a picture of me and Paul somewhere. I'm going to pull that up after. But as we go along, why are we Vikings fans? This is the question I ask. The life of a Vikings fan. You get your hopes up. You're going to win. Like today, they're going to win, right? All psyched here. We're here at 9:30 in the morning before the Viking game at 12. And we're all gathered here in purple because we're going to win. And then sometimes they don't win. They lose. They get let down. But then after the loss, after a couple of depressing days, then we start to believe again. But why is that mindset? Why does that keep occurring? But before we get started, I want to take you on a little journey about some of the tragic losses in Vice history that have never, ever, ever gone away. So I want to see if I can find that video, and so we can play that. And it's kind of like the 5 biggest choke jobs. So let's check it out.
Yeah, and the clock continues to run, PA.
17, 16, 15.
See, they have to go deep into the end zone.
We better put some people in the end zone, right, Joe?
That's exactly right.
I mean,
Get
there's
back
nobody
there.
inside the 10.
Get back,
Here
guys.
it is. The season's on the line. 2 receivers left and right. McCown takes the snap. He steps up. He's all by himself. Fires into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! No! No! The Cardinals have knocked the Vikings out of the playoffs. I believe it was caught by Nate Poole. He's being mugged by his Cardinal teammates. They're Minnesota Vikings crying on the field.
McDermott is the snapper. And the kick is no good. Wow. Go figure. Oh, baby, yeah. It's time to pray to the heavens, Michael. You're right. No good. Not even close.
Favre sprints to his right, throws back across the middle, and he's intercepted. Porter. The return by Porter, and he's brought down with 7 seconds left.
You're going to see Brett Favre as he rolls out. If he just runs with it, he's got open field. He's going to pick up 10, maybe 15 yards. Then they're obviously in field goal range. Instead, he tries to make a play. This is the cardinal sin for any quarterback, throwing back across the grain as you're rolling to your right. You cannot see defenders that are then coming underneath in pursuit. And Porter there to make the interception, and Favre knows he made a huge mistake.
That'll bring on Anderson.
Yeah, you see it and you go back, and I don't mean to second guess, but just kind of putting, the way the game is played. If Minnesota makes this field goal here now, they get the 10-point lead. Had Atlanta on that 4th down kicked the field goal, then this couldn't happen.
And Anderson hasn't missed in 2 years.
So that's a pretty good bet. If you say, do you think Gary Anderson will make this field goal? The answer should probably be yes.
39 yards away, and it's not good. 2 seconds left. He is going to close. Drew Pearson. He got it. Touchdown. I didn't know they had it for a while. Got the ball back. I don't believe it. He just threw the ball over the scoreboard. I don't believe it. The ball was thrown short, and the defender was not watching, and Pearson came back to make the catch for him. Boy, what a play that was. What a ball game, huh? So the Dallas Cowboys move in to the championship game of the NFC.
The score clinched Kansas City's victory in Super Bowl IV.
We're down now to 15 seconds to go. The Steeler fans counting it off. The Vikings trying to line up. An awesome physical team with the Steelers today. Up goes Harris. Joe Green, Pittsburgh, the Super Bowl champs. Chuck Knowles up there. Pittsburgh wins it 16-6.
A Super Bowl victory for the Oakland Raiders.
I'm going to give you a chance. Football in the outside of the tire, it bounces out.
So we are back here live at US Bank Stadium here in Minnesota, and right next to me I have Shannon, and you'll see her in a minute after I take this off. And Shannon, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. So you're a diehard Minnesota Viking fan. Why, first of all?
I've been a fan all my life. My dad got me into it when I was really young. We've gone to games. We're big into sports, and so Vikings is just a way of life in my family.
It's a way of life, but also you always hope for the win. You always pray for the win. You always think they're going to win, but sometimes they don't.
They definitely don't, and it's the one games that we need them to win that they don't win.
So why is that? I've been a Vikings fan my whole life. Fran Tarkenton guy. I asked that question. Why do we keep losing?
I don't know if it's we just get inside our own heads, or if it's just we don't have the right pieces on the field at the time, or if it's just a choke game where we just get too nervous and we just start making the worst mistakes possible. I don't know.
I know.
If I could figure it out, I would tell them what to do.
A couple of weeks ago, we lost to Cincinnati.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was a tough loss. We lost to Cleveland last week.
Which we should not have.
We should not have. We should not be 1-3, but we are. Blair Walsh. Remember that game? We just saw a video of it. Where were you when that happened?
Hiding underneath my pillow. I was hiding because I was like peeking through my eyes, trying not to watch.
Did you think he was going to make it?
Oh, I did. I always believe in the Vikings. I always believe in our players. But it's one of those where I can never watch it, but I end up watching it. But I'm a strong believer in what we do. Maybe just not the plays that we call, but I do believe in the Vikings 100%.
Right. So let's go back in history. We saw the 1998 Gary Anderson. Is that a game that you often think about?
Anytime we get up to kick, I do. I flash back to horrible memories of missing the kick. It's the one game we don't talk about in my family, but
they were 15-1 that year.
We should have had it.
We're going to Miami.
We had it. That was our game to win. That was our season to win.
I know. We had it 15-1.
It was.
And I look back on that. I lived in New York. I live in New York. I traveled. I brought my family here to see that game. I could have went to Jamaica for the vacation. But I came to Minnesota because I knew I couldn't afford a Super Bowl ticket.
Right.
And I came here. I wanted to be among my purple peeps.
Right.
And then we lost.
I was only 9 years old, but I do remember that.
Okay.
But I remember just talking to my dad. I'm like, why? Why? What happened? Why?
Why did this happen?
Why? Yeah.
So what other loss stands out? I know you talked about way back in time against that Dallas team and Roger Staubach. I mean, I remember that too. But
I was not alive for that game, but it is a very, very hurtful game. Push off. It's the other game we don't talk about in my family. My husband, who I unfortunately is a Cowboys fan, we always bring that up. It's just one of the things we don't talk about. Again, it was our chance. It was our chance, and push off took it away from us. So it's just another one of those unfortunate games that we had to deal with and still deal with to this day.
And the Cowboys are going to be here on Halloween, aren't they?
They are going to be here on Halloween. I'm going to probably be at that game as well.
Okay.
Revenge game. Okay. Anytime we play Dallas, it's always revenge game in my eyes.
So this is your husband over here. Come over here, husband.
This is my husband.
Come over here, right behind you. We were just talking about the Dallas game. What's your name, sir? Will. Talk about the Dallas Viking game, the Hail Mary.
Talk about it.
Roger Staubach came through. Cowboys pulled it off, that famous Hail Mary. Now they're in the Hall of Fame. Got to throw to each other one more time at the induction ceremony. And just capped off the Cowboys Super Bowl.
But why did we lose? Why do we keep losing? I'm trying to figure it. I came all the way from New York to figure out why we keep losing. What's your explanation? Is it a curse?
It's a curse.
Is it a choke? I mean, what's going on here? Are we like sitting somewhere we shouldn't be sitting? Are we not supposed to wear purple? What's going on here?
It's got the good players, but don't quite have the winning players. They'll make the plays all throughout the game, but come clutch time, they choke.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll give you all the hope till those final 2 minutes.
But you keep coming back for more. Why? Why do you keep coming back for more?
It's the sport.
It's the sport.
It's just the purple that we bleed. It's just the golden purple. That's what we bleed. Being a lifelong Viking fan, it's just in my blood. I can never turn away. I can never stop being a Viking fan.
Well, I love that spirit because one day we're gonna win a Super Bowl, right?
One day it'll be ours.
Before we go up to heaven, before we leave this earth, we're gonna win a Super Bowl.
It will
right?
be ours one of these days, and I truly believe it.
The Cubs won.
That is true.
The Red Sox won. The Rangers, the hockey team won after all these years. The Vikings have to win.
It's our time. It will be our time. I don't know what's going to change, but it is going to be our time.
So today they're playing the Detroit Lions. They're 0-4, 1-3. What's going to happen today?
Oh, I think we're going to go off. I think we're going to have a big game. I think Jefferson and Thielen, they're going to have big games. I think our defense is going to step up. I think that it's going to be a win for us today. Motor City Kitties can't hang.
There we go. I love it. Thank you for dropping.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. We are going to win a Super Bowl. I don't know. I can't tell, but the weather's been beautiful, right?
Oh, yeah.
I've been here for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 80 degrees. Do you really get snow here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen an ounce of it. So,
starting this month, we usually get snow sometime.
Well, that's when I go back to New York. Well, thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we have another guest over here. Sir, you're from New Jersey? Have a seat here. Have a seat here, buddy. Have a seat. So what's your name?
My name's Don Gatos.
Don Gatos. You're from New Jersey?
Medford, New Jersey.
So why are you a Vikings fan?
So, okay, I'm a little guy. The way they have these, you have to watch that screen. It's deceptive. It's making me look taller than you. It's on an angle. I'm a little guy. I'm you had three teams you liked. I loved the Minnesota Vikings because purple was my favorite color, and they were the purple people eaters. Fran Tarkenton, Paige, Sammy White, Rashad. I mean, they were amazing, and they've always been an exciting team to watch. Everybody likes to get on me and go, they've been to the dance more than anybody. They've never won it, but that's okay because it makes it that much more exciting to watch. You had Randall Cunningham, Chris Carter, Randy Moss's first year. I mean, it was just an exciting team to watch. You never know what's coming out of the Vikings, and the people out here, they're just so genteel and so nice. How can you not like it? I mean, I don't understand your question. How can you not be a Vikings fan?
That's right. Okay,
right?
So we're here in Minnesota. You're from New Jersey.
New Jersey, correct.
So you hightailed it out here with your buddy.
I did.
And you're ready for today's game.
And my son.
And your son. Where's your son?
He's probably getting a beer and trying to pick up a cheerleader or something.
Okay, yeah, well, bring a cheerleader over here or your son. But how'd you become a Vikings fan from New Jersey?
So I told you, when I was little, we had three teams. When you were like 6, 7, 8 years old, everybody had three teams they liked. And I told you, I liked purple was my color.
Purple color, yeah.
And Tarkenton was a little guy, and I was a little guy, so I identified with them. I loved purple, so I've just never given up on them. The one year they were going, Randy Moss's first year, they were going. Gary Anderson never missed a field goal.
That was the toughest loss.
All he had to do was kick that little field goal.
He didn't miss a field goal in 2 years.
All year.
2
And
years.
I know. And that year he was 100% little chip shot, and we missed it, and that was the end of that. So, but that's the fun part about the Vikings. They're probably, for me, the most exciting team to watch in the NFL. And I have all the confidence in the world that they're going to go to the Super Bowl one of these years, and they're going to get their
We lost 4
trophy.
Super Bowls.
I know.
Another tough loss was against the Saints when Favre was our quarterback. Do you remember where you were?
Threw against the grain. I was in my living room, and I'm watching him throw that pass. I'm like, no, you are not going to do that. And he did it. We should have won that game.
We should have ran. He just should have ran
Yep,
out.
that's
But
all he
I
had to
think
do.
the key thing, he heard footsteps. They were killing him the whole game.
They
I
were.
think he heard footsteps. He wanted to get rid of it. And he's a gunslinger.
Right.
So
And you can't do that in Minnesota. Minnesota's team, you have a couple of good players that can short little passes. They can help you out. We still have Cook. That first year when I was here, it was Cook and Diggs. That first year they were here together, and it was super exciting. They did great. And I guess Diggs moved on, which is a shame. So
that's right. A couple years back, Blair Walsh missed a field goal against the Seattle Seahawks outside at TCF Stadium. That was a tough loss too.
Yes.
So we've endured tough losses, 4 Super Bowl losses, a couple of championship games. Do you think they're going to win today against the Lions?
Absolutely, and I'll tell you why. Of all the times I've been out here, maybe 6, 7 times. We come out once a year. Last year, because of COVID, unfortunately, we weren't able to make it. But every time we come to a game, they always win. So I'm a believer of that, and I feel that once we get in there today, we're going to win. This season, though, I'm not too totally optimistic. I think we'll have a halfway decent showing, but this may not be our year. Maybe this is a growing year. A lot of new names on the roster. I think next year will be a different story. The team needs to gel this year, but we're going to win today, no doubt.
Okay, so we win today. We go 2-3. We go to Carolina, get a bye week, and then we come out. We have the Cowboys again. I think Halloween.
We can beat the Cowboys here.
And they're in Baltimore on November 7th. You gonna go to Baltimore? See the Ravens?
I've never done that. I enjoy seeing Minnesota in the hometown. I mean, I don't know if these people that are listening, if you've ever been to Minneapolis, it's a beautiful city. A lot of great places to eat, spectacular food. But for me, what I enjoy the most are the people out here are just extremely wonderful. I'm from the East Coast, so we're like, yo, Philly. Here it's like people are nice. They're great. They don't throw beers at you. They don't curse at you if you have the opposing team jersey on. And they're just great people. I love Minneapolis fans. But thank you, Minnesota.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. Enjoy the game. Thanks for popping.
Fight.
All over but they all come from far and near and far to see the Minnesota Vikings. So we actually have a couple of people out here. Can we get this guy over here? Come here, number 8. Come on over here. Kirk Cousins. You weren't a Cousins. What's your name?
Jim Vaccaro.
Jim Vaccaro?
Vaccaro.
I'm Vaccaro too. Vaccaro?
Oh my, you are.
You're
not.
my brother.
You're playing with me.
Hey, Charles, what's my last name? Vaccaro, see?
You're playing with me.
Random, another Vaccaro. Are you my cousin?
Could be, brother.
Are you looking for money from me? I have no money.
No, I was going to give you money.
Okay, give me money. So why are you a Vikings fan? Tell everybody out there. interview real quick after this too? Stay right ahead. What are your Vikings?
I got to tell you something. I think the Minnesota Vikings have some of the best fans in the NFL. Good buddy that I think you just interviewed. Yep. He and I make it up here for a game every year, and it's just an amazing experience. The stadium, the fans, everything going on around here. It's the best.
It's crazy. How long have you been a Vikings fan for?
One day a year for about 6 years.
Oh, okay. One day. So
one day a year, I bleed purple.
Right? One day a year. So what do you bleed the rest of the year? 364 more days.
You really want to know?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
The Packers.
Yes.
Oh no!
I gotta be.
I
gotta be straight.
Get this guy out of here.
I gotta be straight with you.
I had to become a Packers fan.
You want to know how I became? No, you want to know? Quick story. I used to be a Bears fan.
Sorry, guys.
Because I live in Chicago. I used to be a Bears fan.
Very confusing.
After the 85-86 Bears won,
okay,
Michael McCaskey tore that team apart, and I couldn't watch anymore, so I switched and I became a Packers fan.
Wow. Well, the Packers, I mean, they had Favre, then Aaron Rodgers, 2 quarterbacks in like 25 years.
Right.
We've had 25 quarterbacks in 2 years, basically. I don't know how it works out.
Yeah, but look, the organization keeps finding a way to win.
So if your friend told you, I got tickets to the Vikings Packers in Minnesota, what would you do?
I'd be wearing purple.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. How do you say I got Vikings Packers game at Lambeau Field? What would you do?
I'd be wearing green.
Oh, so you're confusing me. And you're a Vaccaro.
No, I'm not Vaccaro. I'm a Vaccaro.
Oh, there we go. Do you live in New Jersey?
Nope, Chicago.
Chicago. Okay, so you guys meet up here.
Yep. Yeah, you can go to Jersey. I come up from Chicago.
I get it.
It's such a great. What a great town.
Who has a better pizza, New York or Chicago?
Chicago.
Come on, it's like a
Come
What
on.
is that? And you eat it with a fork?
No, we got it all. We've got the thin brick oven pizza.
Okay.
We've got pan pizza. We've got stuffed pizza. We've got it all.
Well, my blood brother here that I never met. Don't go away because we're going to exchange information. Okay. Maybe you're related to me.
Could be.
All right, Skull Vikings. We got there.
Go Vikings.
Another Vaccaro. We got another fan here. He's got the nice shirt. This team makes me drink. It makes me drink too. What's your name?
Paul Mueller.
So, Paul, why does the Vikings make you drink?
This for 61 years, they've been frustrating me, getting so close and just not being able to put it all together.
61 years?
That's right.
So are you from Minnesota?
I was born in Minnesota, but I moved to California when I was 10 years old.
So do you still come back for games?
Yeah, I live in Kansas now. This is the first time I've been at US Bank Stadium.
Oh, okay.
But the last game I came to was at the Metrodome.
Okay.
And went with some friends of ours who are Dolphin fans, and the Vikings lost by 3 to the Dolphins in that game, so that was pretty disappointing.
So 61 years.
Yep.
Why we went through all the Super Bowls then?
Every one of them.
So why did we lose the Super Bowl?
Well, the first one against the Chiefs, I was a junior in high school, and I was convinced Vikings were going to win that game because they had the greatest Purple People Eater defense, Joe Cap at quarterback, and there was no way they were going to lose that game. And when Cap got knocked out of the game, and they just didn't play like they had played all year. It was just heartbreaking.
And then Miami came along.
And then the Raiders came along.
And the Steelers.
The Steelers.
And all the championship games.
Yeah, the Hail Mary pass with the pass interference that wasn't called.
Young viewers out there, that was Roger Staubach. I think it was 24 seconds left. When do you get you on the show? Can you come on the show after him? Oh, you with him? Oh, okay. All right. So, Dallas Cowboys, Roger Staubach, Hail Mary to Drew Pearson. It was pass interference, right?
Obviously. Everybody was waiting for the flag to be thrown, and it never came. It's just like I was stunned.
It was in Bloomington. We were outdoors. We were going to the Super Bowl again.
Absolutely.
We didn't win.
Nope.
We didn't win that game.
Nope.
And then the following year, I think we lost to the Raiders.
Yeah.
Blocked Ray Guy's first punt.
Yeah.
We had 1st and goal in the 2. 4 down. Fran Tarkenton couldn't take us in.
Yeah.
All these years later, 2009. What happened in 2009 against the Saints?
Oh, well, that was just, I never wanted the Vikings to get Brett Favre because he reverted to the Brett Favre performance, trying to throw a pass that never should have been thrown. And, it was a fun season, but when it came down to crunch time, he reverted to Brett Favre, daredevil, trying to throw a pass that never should have been thrown.
Yeah, but I think what happened at the down game.
Yeah.
You heard footsteps. I think which one to get rid of it. Gunslinger.
Yep.
Or maybe he had a pact with the Packers, and you never know.
You never know.
But why Vikings keep losing? The choke job.
It's choke job. Gary Anderson never missed a field goal all year. Falcons overtime misses one. I mean, it's just they're cursed. It's never going to happen in my lifetime.
No, it's going to happen. I'm here to change your mindset.
Okay, well,
you're from California, you live in Kansas, you're from Minnesota. I'm here to change your mindset. So
I need to be convinced. I mean,
the first time here, you're going to have a great time.
Oh, I have a great time. But then if I walk out of the stadium today and they somehow don't win this game, season's over.
No, it's not. Well, you might be right there. But they're going to
I
win
told
today.
my son before the season started, I said, I just have a bad feeling. It's not going to be their year. I wouldn't be surprised if they start out 0-4. What happens? 1-3. I missed by a game. Oh, but they could have won all 4 of those. Yeah, they could have. This has been going on for decades. Games, they should have won. They get that close, and then something happens. And
So you got this shirt. This team makes me drink.
Yeah.
What's your favorite drink? What do you drink when they lose?
Greenbelt.
Okay. All right. And then right after the game, you stay in. You go right back to home.
No, we're going to stay overnight, because I don't want to have to drive, 6 hours and be in a bad mood. So hopefully
they're going to win.
Well, that's what everyone's saying.
Change your mindset, all right? They're going to win, all right?
I sure hope you're right.
Thanks, man. Don't
All
go
right.
away. We got a little prize for you.
Okay.
Don't go away. We're here at U.S. Bank Stadium here, right before the Vikings-Lions game. I need another fan. Charles, give me another fan.
We got to go for the pregame party.
Okay. You just sign your name here. Come on, sit down. Adrian Peterson jersey. Come on in here. All right, talk about why you're a Vikings fan.
I was born a Vikings fan.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Born and bred. From Minnesota?
I'm originally from Duluth. I live in the upper peninsula of Michigan.
Oh, okay. So the Vikings, what they mean to you? What do the Vikings mean to you?
My dad.
Your dad.
My dad.
Talk about your father.
My dad was the best person I met in my whole life. He was a Viking fan, true and true. He would not. My husband was from Superior. He didn't care what religion he was. I couldn't marry anyone other than a Viking fan.
Wow. Okay, so your father, you miss your father.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was one of the best people I met in my life. Probably the best.
So he probably saw games at Metropolitan Stadium, right?
Yes, he did.
Did you ever go there?
No, I was too little.
Okay. Did you go to the Metrodome?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so talk about your favorite Vikings memory and your worst Vikings memory.
Well, the favorite Vikings memory was the Minneapolis Miracle, Minnesota Miracle.
Stephon Diggs a couple of years ago.
That was just a couple of years ago.
Came out of nowhere, but then we lost the following game.
I forgot that.
Go Vikes, yes.
I forgot.
Go.
Listen,
Sorry.
I forgot that. I forgot when they lost.
You just remember that game, Stephon Diggs. We never thought we were going to win.
Yeah.
You saw that image of Drew Brees, and the coach there. So that was your favorite moment. What's your worst moment? There's a couple of them, I bet.
Well, the kicks. Gary Anderson's kick. The
98.
one that was in, we went to 2 TCF games, and the one, but we didn't go to the playoffs.
Blair Walsh.
The Blair
Against
Walsh.
Seattle.
That hurts.
Yep, it was freezing out that day. They lost 10-9.
And Bud is from where we grew up,
Bud Grant. Yes, talk about Bud Grant, because a lot of our young viewers don't know about Bud Grant.
So, okay, well, Bud Grant was from northern Wisconsin. He went, and actually, he was not far from where we grew up in Duluth. I grew up in Duluth, Minnesota.
Okay.
And so he was a legend. We admired him. We adored him. And but that's the memory of us admiring that man so much, because he was such a good man.
Right. So being a life of a Vikings fan, you get your hopes up, they knock you down, but then you come back again. So today I ask you, are the Vikings going to beat the Lions here today?
Yes.
Why? Why are you so confident? That's great.
Yes.
You got to be confident, right? Because there's a lot of naysayers out there. We're 1-3, they're 0-4. But if we win today, we're 2-3.
But we didn't really. The losses were just like combining 2 inches in my mind.
Right.
But no, there were wrapped. I don't think I've been to one game when they lost. It was in the playoffs against the Redskins years ago. But no, I've never been to a losing game.
Yeah. Oh, you never did a losing game?
Except what? What?
Okay,
But
just one.
women.
Well, you're a winner. Thank you so very much for joining us. God bless you and your
God
father.
bless you.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Oh, well, now where are you from, Jersey?
New York.
My son married a girl from New York.
Oh, yeah, New York is where it's at.
Yeah.
Except for Minnesota.
God
All right,
bless
okay,
you.
there we go. Well, these fans are coming out in droves. Charles, we need another fan out here. You guys want to get on the cable TV show? Come on, hurry up, grab a seat. There's millions of Vikings fan out here, and they keep coming back. Family, this is what I like, getting the picture here. This is live on cable. It's going to go on YouTube. It's going to go everywhere. Hopefully Paul Allen's watching this. But you guys are family Viking fans. Why are you guys Viking fans?
I've been Viking fans since we were born.
Okay.
Born and raised into it.
Okay. And
Dad raised us right.
He raised you right. Right. Okay, so the Vikings have never won a Super Bowl. Okay, let's get that out there right now. You all know that. You're teaching your kids, obviously, they're wearing purple. Why have we never won a Super Bowl?
I don't know.
Is it a curse? Is it choke?
It's gotta be.
On?
It's gotta be.
You think so?
It's gotta be.
You think so? Okay, so but the
Next year.
well, no, we're still in this year though. Don't give up. You're here to see them beat the Lions, right? You guys are gonna beat the Lions today, right?
Absolutely.
All right, you gonna beat the Lions. All right, so then we beat the Lions, go 2-3. But what was your worst memory? I'll ask you guys first, and your favorite memory as a Viking fan.
Worst memory.
The worst memory would have to be the Gary Anderson kid.
98, yep, that's
and obviously our favorite one would be the Diggs kid.
the Miracle, the Minneapolis Miracle, right?
Yeah,
and
I
that
agree.
Yeah, okay. So were you guys around with the Gary Anderson kick? Did you watch that game? Where were you guys?
At home.
I was at a pre-Super Bowl party at one of my buddy's house.
Uh-huh.
I think I was freshman in high school.
Hey.
And we were 15-1 that year. 15-1. We were going to Miami. We were going to the Super Bowl. Gary Anderson never missed a field goal in 2 years. He missed that chip shot. We still see it. We showed it at the beginning of the show, and that's very depressing. So, you guys, what's your name? Tucker, you're a Viking fan, right? Adam, you like Cook? Your favorite Viking? Alvin Cook? And you got the black stuff going on here. Do you love the Vikings? Tell everybody in there why you love the Vikings.
I love the Vikings, and that's why I love them.
Okay. Are you a Viking fan too? You got Dalvin Cook's jersey? Why are you a Viking? Huh? With him? Why are you a Viking fan? You like coming to the games? Yeah, you having fun? You like purple?
Me too.
Thank you. You're welcome, guys. Thank you so very much for dropping by. You can sign the name. We got a little prize for you guys. Thank you so very much. We're here at US Bank Stadium here right before the Vikings-Lions game here in Minnesota. And we have all the fans coming out. It's been a great time. It's actually a party atmosphere here. It's early in the morning, and still people are coming out. It's an hour difference between New York, so this game starts at 12. But if the Vikings win, they go 2-3. If they lose, which they're not going to, but they go 1-4. So this is a very big game for the Vikings, and we need some more Viking fans. Ma'am, come over here. I'll get you on cable TV. Come here. Oh, I need somebody. Come here. We're going to cable TV. Come over here. Come over here. It's on cable. We're talking to Viking fans. Come on. Nobody? Oh. Okay, bring them in a second. Okay, so we're trying to get Viking fans to talk about it. They're getting ready. They're all having a good time. They're having breakfast. They might be having a beer. They might be drinking an adult beverage. I don't know, but they got families going on here. If you could check it out, it's like a big party. It's a big tailgating party right outside US Bank Stadium. I've been here for 3 weeks now. We saw the Seattle game, which they won. We saw the Cleveland game, which they lost. And now they play Detroit. Hopefully they're going to win today. And then they go to Carolina on the away game. 3 straight home games. My name is Steve Vaccaro, New York. I'm a director and founder of the Chapters Community Support Services Program. And we're here because we're doing a documentary on the Minnesota Vikings. And I got to thank a couple of people here. First of all, I want to thank Gabby for doing this portrait of me. And she did a great job doing this portrait of me a couple of weeks ago. And she had the Viking colors there. So I want to thank her. Just so you know, the people out there, our show is on cable, Optimum Cable, Facebook Live, and YouTube. And then it's syndicated from different places around the world. I met a couple people along the way. I want to thank these guys from last week. They were really friendly and very nice. I had a ride on the Mississippi River on a boat. That was a great time. I want to thank Stacy Goodrich for that and everybody around there. I met some other people outside the stadium last week, and there they are. We had a great time. It's all going to be part of our documentary. And what I did too, before I came, I called the Minnesota Twins up because our nonprofit program gives back to families and children in need. And part of that is to give tickets, free tickets to programs that are in need. So there were some programs out there that I reached out to, like the Boys and Girls Club of the Twin Cities. So I reached out to them. The Mayo Clinic reached out to them, and I contacted them because I wanted to give them to the Minnesota Twins game on September 28th. The Twins were gracious enough to give me 100 free tickets, which was great. And I really want to thank them very much because we were able to give tickets to 100 kids and their families that never really went to a baseball game. So we had a great time, and I want to thank the Minnesota Twins for doing that, and the Twins won. I then saw Frankie Valli at Mystic Lake, which was a great show, and my friend Robbie Robinson, who introduced me to Ricky Peterson. Now, Ricky Peterson, I just interviewed in Minneapolis several days ago, and he is the keyboardist for so many people, but currently he's with Fleetwood Mac, and he's been with Prince. He's been with so many people. He's an unbelievable talent. And the interview I did with him, you can check it out on our Facebook page. He performed with Prince in his early days, and that was a great interview. If you never saw that, so I wanted to share that with you. And also, but we're here live from US Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis before the Minnesota Vikings play the Detroit Lions. And here's some other friends that I've been in contact with or met along the way. And we're going to try to pop them up on the screen. And maybe I have to take out this thing. So I'm doing my own production here. So bear with me here. I just got to take out the Prince picture. I think there's Prince. Okay, there's some friends. Ricky Peterson, there's Prince. Also performs with Fleetwood Mac now. And I think what I want to do is to show you a video that Ricky was part of just recently. So I want to pop that in so we can show that, so everybody can see the great talent of Ricky Peterson, what he does. But here's a little snippet that Ricky performed. That was Ricky Peterson doing a little ditty for me during that interview. If you want to check that interview out, please check out the Chop to Chop with Steve McCall's Facebook page or our YouTube channel. But I also had an opportunity to drive down the Mississippi River. I want to show you that little clip of me going on a boat, on a pontoon, down the Mississippi River. Let's check it out.
Everybody's going to get a turn. Everybody, I guarantee you, everyone.
Or maybe not. I am having some technical difficulties, and I think the Wi-Fi is. Let me see here. Outside of the stadium. The game against the Detroit Lions will begin momentarily. And we have a couple more moments for this show, but I want to take you back and show you the performance that Ricky Peterson played on the Ellen Show with Fleetwood Mac.
Now, if he gets the ball up there, I will not give you credit for the toss. Go back. You have to be in the end zone.
And we're trying to pull
Our next
that
guest
up
has
right
sold
now.
over 100 million albums and are one of the most iconic.
Problems here. We're outside, so the Wi-Fi is a little bit behind. So hopefully that'll come on. But I'm Steve Vaccaro. We're sitting outside US Bank Stadium here before the Minnesota Vikings game.
Our next guest has sold over 100 million.
And we want to be able to show.
Our next guest has sold over 100 million albums and are one of the most iconic bands in music here to perform The Chain. Please welcome Fleetwood Mac.
Listen to the wind blow, watch the sun rise. Run in the shadows, damn your love, damn your lies. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can't stand saying you would never break the chain. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying you would never break the chain. Listen to the wind blow, down comes the night. Run in the shadows, damn your love, damn your lies. Break the silence, damn the dark, damn the light. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying you would never break the chain. And if you don't love me now.
Our next guest has sold
And
over
we're back
100
here at
million
US Bank
albums and are
Stadium
one of
right
the most
before the
iconic bands in
Vikings-Lions
music here to
game. I
perform
got a couple
The
of
Chain.
Vikings-
Please welcome Fleetwood Mac.
Okay, I'm sorry. Tell me why you're a Vikings fan. Yeah?
Live in Minnesota.
Okay. And are they going to win today? We already established they're going to win today, but it's hard being a Viking fan, right? Why is it hard? Because they don't win the Super Bowl too often, right? But this is the year they're going to win. You think so? You don't think so? Why you don't think so? Why not win the Super Bowl? You come here to watch them win, but they're not going to win the Super Bowl?
I think they're going to win this game, but not the Super Bowl.
Okay, all right. So why do the Vikings have never won a Super Bowl? Why do you think?
They can't win the big games.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Is it a choke job?
I
Is
think
it
we're
cursed? You think we're cursed?
Cursed.
But why are we cursed? We have to change our team colors? Do we got to change what do we have to do? Change
There's
our
some
eating
ghost
habits?
of some kicker that's haunting this team.
So your worst Vikings memory was where?
Probably when Gary missed the field goal against
1998.
the Falcons.
Yeah, we were
What,
going to the Super Bowl.
23 years ago?
23 years. He still
I
remembers
think that
it.
started
Get
the
over
curse.
it.
I know, right? And then Blair Walsh missing it in the field goal at TCF.
Yep.
We almost went to that game, and I'm glad we didn't because it was freezing and we lost anyway.
That's right. But those games are heartbreaking, you know. But back in the day, I was a Fran Tarkenton guy. We lost 4 Super Bowls against the Chiefs, against the Steelers, the Dolphins, and the Raiders. And we lost championship games. How about the Brett Favre game in 2009?
That was tough too, real tough.
Yeah, where'd
We
you
lived
watch
in
that
Wisconsin at the time,
Okay.
and we had our Brett Favre Vikings jerseys on at the bar, making fun of everybody, and kind of backfired.
It definitely backfired. A couple of weeks ago, Al Kicker missed the field goal where we could have won.
Yep.
But we're going to turn things around today because we win today.
Today we win.
We win today, right? And then we're 2-3. But you think we're not winning the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah, we are.
We are?
No, we aren't.
Oh,
What about
right.
the playoffs? You think we'll make the
Okay,
playoffs?
how about the playoffs?
Then
Yes.
Okay, we got to
We'll make
beat.
the playoffs.
We gotta
Then maybe
beat-
we get lucky.
That's right. We got to beat those Packers, right?
That's right.
That's right. We got to beat the Packers. Well, have a great time. Thank you, guys. Thanks
Thanks
for
a lot.
stopping by. Thank you, man.
Go Vikes!
Go Vikes. 2 other great Viking fans here. They get us all in droves here. We want to thank everybody for popping in here. But, you know, we've had some technical problems. We're outside, so the Wi-Fi is not the greatest. But also, we talked about the Minnesota scene, the music scene. And here's a little piece I want people to see what actually is going on in Minnesota.
Number 91.
My dad started out as a general reporter with the Minneapolis Star, and he got to cover the Vikings for many, many years. I would get to go, even at age 8, I was going to the games with my dad, and even younger. Fran Tarkenton. It was probably the first name I ever learned in football. Fran Tarkenton was really the first model of the mobile quarterback. He would just go all around, run all around, and play in a different way. I always thought of him as the scrambler, the guy that was always running back and forth on the field, and we'd watch him. He's going there, he's going there, he's going down the middle. He also was a very smart guy and someone that was just in a little different mold than the other quarterbacks. It just made him different, and I think much more exciting. Remember a funny story about one of the Viking players, Grady Alderman? One of the opposing players was down on the field, and he tried to tackle Tarkenton 3 times in one play. And so he finally was giving up. He's laying down, wheezing on the field, and Alderman looks at him and says, "What are you doing?" He's still out running. And the guy says, "Well, I'm just waiting. He'll come back here at one point."
As quarterback of the expansion Minnesota Vikings, Fran Tarkenton's escape act was born out of self-preservation. Tarkenton's improvisational style thrilled the fans, but irritated Minnesota's old-school head coach, Norm Van Brocklin.
Van Brocklin didn't like when Tarkenton would sometimes go off on his own when it was 3rd down. And in fact, my dad remembers Van Brocklin telling Tarkenton, 3rd and 8 is no time to get creative.
The Vikings eventually traded Tarkenton to the cellar-dwelling Giants. For the next 5 years, Fran's frantic style helped New York regain respectability. In 1972, Tarkenton was traded back to Minnesota, where he finished his career having thrown more passes for more yards and more touchdowns than any quarterback in league history. Despite his record numbers, one accomplishment continually eluded the elusive Tarkenton.
We played in the big game and we lost all 3 times that I quarterbacked. I have never gotten over that. I never have a day go by that I don't regret not being able to do something more to help my team win a Super Bowl. We don't look at quarterbacks as being worth very much if they're not on a Super Bowl winning team.
So that was a video of Fran the Man, Fran talking. It wasn't the Minnesota music scene. But we have another guest here who's a big Vikings fan. Tell everybody your name.
Frank.
Frank
from New York.
Frank from New York, and I'm from New York, so this is great. So why are you a Viking fan? How long have you been a Viking fan for?
Okay, I've been a Viking fan since the days of Joe Kapp, Paul Krause, Joe Rockman, Kasolki, may rest in peace.
Yes.
Great. Lonnie Warwick.
Okay.
Roy Winston.
Yep.
Wally Hildenberg.
Wow. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Bud Grant.
Did you see
That's
him?
the man.
Did you ever see the game at Metropolitan Stadium?
Okay, I traveled here with the Giants about 20 years ago because my next door neighbor worked for the Giants.
Oh, okay.
So I came over here when Robert Smith was still playing, and Randy Moss.
Yeah.
So I've come here before.
Okay.
I think it was a different stadium.
Yeah, it was Metrodome.
Yeah.
Metrodome. This stadium's only a couple years old, but what was your best Vikings moment and your worst Vikings moment?
Worst moment, them calling pass interference on, I think it was Nate Wright, and Drew Pearson caught that ball. We were supposed to go to the Super Bowl that year.
Yes, 24 seconds on Roger Staubach.
Exactly.
Threw it up. Drew Pearson pushed Nate Wright away.
That was offensive pass interference.
Oh.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, he pushed him down.
Yeah.
And then somebody from the fans threw a bottle at the ref, and it was a crazy scene. We should have been in the Super Bowl that year. So that's your worst moment. What's been your best Viking moment?
My best moment, I probably almost went into cardiac arrest when Diggs. See, I thought it was, here we go again, the end of the season. And
it was Case Keenum.
Casey Keenum, okay. He threw that pass. Dove low, and Diggs would make the catch and score the touchdown.
That's right. That was a big game. We lost the following week in the championship game. But that was our mini Super Bowl a couple of years ago. So thank you, Stephon Diggs. And today they're playing the Lions. What's going to happen today?
We definitely need a win.
Yes.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed that Dalvin Cook plays.
Yeah, we want Dalvin to play.
Something tells me that Matson, he's a capable backup.
Yep.
Okay, he may be able. If Cook can't play, then Matson, I think, too.
No doubt. Defense has to step up. We got to put the Lions down. I think Kirk Cousins will have a control game. I think big things are going to happen today. So thank you, sir, for coming by. I know you enjoy it. My name is Steve. Charles will hook you up. Sign your name over there.
Okay.
And then we'll put a documentary so you can be part of it.
Thanks a
He's
lot.
from New York, another New Yorker. Thank you so very much. Well, we're almost out of time here. I want to thank everybody behind the scenes for putting this all together. Obviously, we've had some technical problems, and we are here outside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, here before the Vikings-Lions game. And we heard some from fans. We showed you some videos. We're doing a documentary. I'm doing some clinical work here in Minnesota. I'm from New York, Chaplains Community Support Services. So I want to thank everybody behind the scenes, Carmine, for setting things up. I know this is kind of rocky because I'm doing my own engineering here, but the feeling, the passion, I hope came out. Because us Vikings, we need a Super Bowl. We need to win. We're all in purple. We're all having a good time. And Minnesota deserves a Super Bowl. We've lost 4 of them, and we lost several championship games. But is this the year? We're 1-3. It could be the year. We've heard some people that say there is, and some people that say they're not. But God bless. Have a great day. Skol Vikes.